Okay, Geo Rangers, honest talk. We're gonna do an impromptu shop talk. I was not going to put thumbnails or much description or really anything on this channel. It's just something that I just put up just to mark everything down and have videos close at hand if I need them for any reason. But the AI in Manage Videos is like, we've got to put thumbnails. No one will know who you are. I don't. Geo Rangers. Geo Rangers easy. That's pretty. I mean, do you guys care? Do you want those clickbaity type thumbnails? Because I'm not really into that. I don't like the clickbait and the half speech stuff. I'm like, tell me what it's about and I'll make a decision if I want to view it. So here is my my neighborhood bird coming to see me. He always does. He's such a good man. And then this pretty much states what's going on. I don't know what's going on here, so I'm going to post that. And then, the weather, people in the neighborhood who should never live in a neighborhood, and planes who should never be in the neighborhood. It's like, I'm just doing things that I like to do, and some things I don't like to do. I like, my desert life. I like my my weather. I like the little shorts. Well, some of them. I like aerial anomalies. I like talking to you guys. But, loud neighbors and loud planes I could do without. And most people can, or will, or want to. So, the question is, to be or not to be? To be a clickbaiter or not a clickbaiter? To be a thumbnailer or not a thumbnailer? What do you think? I'm going to post this and then you can give me your stance. What the hell? Does all YouTube channels have to be, polished and pristine? Or can they just be, I got up today, this is what happened, and then I went to bed. I do this because people don't realize that I'm a real person. I get a lot of, trolls and crap. How dare you question this? How dare you question that? These people are your betters. And, that I just stick up my middle finger. I'm just like, no. No. I don't know. I think that in society we've lost being polite and nice, and people are so emotional that they're carrying around this baggage from wherever because they have never resolved it for themselves. That's what being an adult is. And I don't think we have a lot of adults in society anymore, and they're not very polite. They think they can, I have a neighbor who's like north of me. You'll probably guess who that is. And blasts the music and the bass, and he actually vibrates the inside of my house, like the inside walls and the foundation, not to mention the exterior walls. And my neighbor was over one day and she heard the guy, and all my windows were shaking. She goes, "Oh my God." I go, "Yeah, what do I get upset?" It's like, it's not okay. You rent or, pay pay a mortgage on a property, that's where you're supposed to live. Why are you living in everybody else's house? You know, I have earphones and headphones that I listen to my music, and I create my own music. Yeah, and that guy, he'll play his music, and then all of a sudden he'll play country. And it's like, okay, I don't really listen to country. He has no idea who his audience is. It's like, okay, maybe you should go live out, you know, with the wolves, and they'll teach you better manners. Really, wolves teach manners to their kids. So, I just, woohoo. And that also goes for the airport, the Glendale. It's supposed to be a municipal airport, and they're trying to make it the regional airport. I'm like, dude, it's really small. Why would you want to make it a regional airport and bring everybody in? We have Deer Valley, and what was the other one? Mesa Chandler? And they have like 2 runways that are very nice, and they can take an onslaught of being a regional airport. Why would you do that in the middle of, you know, several communities? And if you look at a map and see where Glendale Airport is, on the east side, those are all very rich people. That's why they come over and bug the crap out of us. And they're not supposed to. We have a long-standing agreement with the airport and the city of Glendale that no one from the Glendale Airport in their planes are supposed to bother us whatsoever. Then the FAA, you know, I guess won a court case at the DC level, District Columbia level, and decided to ignore all of our legal precedents. It's like, no, you can't do that. So that's why there's problems with the airport, and I just have to stand up to it and say, no, you're not allowed to do this. And that's why there's videos and stuff like that. I get lots of trolls. You're a Karen. No, you're the Karen. You're invading us. You got this backwards. I don't go to the airport and do funky shit. I certainly don't go on, to your neighborhood and, take a lawnmower in the middle of the night and go up and down the street, that and I can't. But anyways, it's like, I'm not doing this. You are doing this. You are the Karen. Sorry, folks. But if you do something in front of somebody that's so stupid and they can video you, I've got neighbors who let their kids do ATVs and they're not like 12 years old up and down my street. It's like, dude, why aren't you doing this up and down your street? Because we want to aggravate you. Yeah, that's called criminal harassment. You better get back on your street. Oh man, people just, they don't know the laws. 2, they don't understand society or culture or anything. They think what they believe in is, everybody should believe in that. It's like, no, that's why we have the United States. Everybody's allowed to believe whatever they want to, but you're not allowed to go and force it on other people. I don't want to hear your music. Why? I can listen to my music. When somebody forces their music onto you, that's stating that they're your God. They are making decisions for you because you're too stupid, incompetent, whatever. And it's like, no, people don't want to listen to you. If you have to do attention-seeking behaviors to get some sort of self-esteem or gratification hurting other people, you have a mental problem. Please exit stage left. Follow the bunny. But anyways, a little off topic. But I know that I'm going to get some troll, and they're going to go, yeah, nah, nah. I was like, I'm sorry, but I am doing my own stuff. You have to disturb me in my home, on my property, for me to, go, what are you doing? And why do you repeatedly keep doing it? And I just, believe that parents haven't taught their kids anything. Oh, and now they're adults and think that they should get a trophy for, doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing. Annoying your neighbors, interrupting your neighbors, disturbing your neighbors. And that goes for everyone. And I think that's why a lot of people are just fed up with this pile on in America and Europe. And we're like, no, I think you need to go home now. You have worn out your welcome. Has zero to do with racism or bigotry. It's like you've worn out your welcome. You weren't, nice. You weren't respectful. Why in the world should I have to keep on putting up with this, or anyone else? It's time for you to go bye-bye. Bye-bye. You came here for a better life, but you're still living the life you would have lived back where you originated from. So you haven't learned anything. You don't want to learn anything. And people just get fed up with that. Because they just want to, live, have a good time, be with their friends and family. And they don't want jerks yanking their chain all the time. And people don't want to live in fear. And people don't want to be disrespected. So my grandmother, she came from Belarus before World War I. So I'm a second generation immigrant. And you don't make yourself, the jerk. You come here, she learned the language, she got a job, she had a family, everything that you're supposed to do when you come to America, because you want to have a better life. And we have so many people who come here who don't want a better life. They just want to keep on grifting and stealing and doing this. And now we have Americans who think that that's the way that things are supposed to go. And if you kill someone, because we just had that murder trial, right? And now it's like, how dare you? It's discrimination that you put somebody in jail for unaliving someone. It's a catastrophe. It's not justice. Really? It's not? You stepped over the line and you took someone's life. You should be in prison forever. That's the death penalty. You knew you were going to do something and you did it. And it looks like, we got this Marxist, socialist, communist, combine running around brainwashing people. And my grandmother ran from that. Actually, it was her parents, because she was like a little kid in Belarus before World War I. And people are like, well, she wasn't, in the Bolshevik Revolution. Yeah, that was leading up to it, is 100%. So we got these people running around doing the exact same thing, taking people's lives, taking people's property, taking people's this, taking people's that, thieving from stores, and now we have to lock up everything. It's unbelievable that Americans are putting up with that crap. Why are you putting up with it? You know, I was in a certain political party that I voted for, and when they turned morons, I left. I was always a centrist anyways, but people, no, 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 no. My great-grandfather, my grandmother's father, they got attacked by socialists in Belarus, and they stole their family farm. Stole it. That's what socialism is. That's what communism is. That's what Marxism is. It's to steal from other people because you didn't get up off your butt. I'm not sorry. I had to work for everything I have. Why would I give it to a moron? So, I'm sure that this will get my channel gone for good, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people being so entitled to everyone else. It's like, if you want to, hurt your kids by putting them on an ATV or whatever and run it down a busy street, please do not come down my street because I will turn your butt in. It's not, oh, you're trying to control your neighbor. No, I don't want to see Splatter Kid. Okay? I don't want a kid to be picked up by 3 different ambulances to go to the ER. I'm not sorry. I don't want to see it. I already saw a murder-suicide-ish. I'll get that on the channel. It's really hurt me because I talked with the guy and I knew he was paranoid, but there's nothing I can do. He was in his 40s. He's living at his dad's house. And one day in April, he decides to kill his girlfriend, murder his girlfriend. And when the cops came with the search warrant, which was like across the street from me, he committed suicide. I'm like, wow, destroyed 2 families. For what? For what? I'm so tired of it. You have the right to your own life. You don't have the right to other people's lives like that. It's just, we've got to get our culture and our society and our norms and mores back in line. I'm an 80s baby. I'm a Gen Xer. All this is BS to me. So, that's probably a lot more than you ever wanted to know. But I'm sitting here listening to a cricket and in my bathroom and listening to someone's bass northeast of me. And I think that I'm going to go see who that is and give him hell. Because you don't own me. You don't own me. That is, if more people would look at these entitled twitballs and morons and go, you don't own me. And if they call you name, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And the original is words will never hurt me. Well, we forgot that. You're a racist. How? I treat everybody the same. Don't step on my feet and I won't step on yours. You don't hit the wasp nests and the wasp will not come after you. If you leave the person alone, the person most likely will leave you alone, but we don't have that here. We don't have that, because we've adopted, there's no adoption, we've flooded our communities with other civilizations, and they don't give a crap about you or your kids or anything. And it's time to open a can of whip ass or whoop ass. I miss the days that I could just walk down the street. That's it. Walk down the street. Oh well, that was too much. Well, leave me a comment, like, subscribe. I want to know what you think of all this crap. And what else are we going to do? Oh, about the thumbnails. Yeah, do you want thumbnails? Or you just want me to, do whatever? Do whatever. I don't know. I think it's okay. This kind of tells you what's going on. But anyways, everybody's into being fancy and being polished and making this their life's work. I'm just getting up in the morning and going to bed at night. My life's work's on the other side and I'm daunted, which I'm going to be, redoing and spiffying up a little bit. That place needs a good broom sweeping. But I just wanted to kind of make this kind of fun while, telling off my rude neighbors and the airport. It's like, oh, and this got me good. During the holidays, like Christmas, July 4th, and New Year's, you can spend on hold for a Crime Stop in here in Phoenix, Arizona for over an hour. I've been on it, like, I think one time was like 45 minutes. Oh yeah, we're gonna have fun. Just, telling it the way it is. And people don't like that because they're usually in the wrong when they're doing it. Anyways, that's all. I'm gonna go rest after I kill a cricket and get that music shut down. All right, it's 9:30 at night. I know it's a Friday, but why am I listening to it in my house? It's like, you guys have not been parents. And it's sad, because I used to babysit and au pair and do all this stuff, and other people's children were in my hands. And even over open water, So I know the rules, I know the laws, and I just get really upset because I don't want to see a child hurt. And we've got too many dingbats and morons and knuckleheads. And if you call them that, oh my God, you're a bigot. No, I'm just being real. I'm real. I'm a real person with real feelings and real opinions that probably YouTube is not gonna like. But you know what? Whatever. I'm so tired of people telling me what I can and cannot do and what I can and cannot say, even though it's within the law. I stay within the law. I'm not a vigilante. But I will get evidence because the people around here lie. Oh my God. They lie, and they lie together. Even if the person's never seen me before. Yeah, she did this. When did that happen? So I have to carry a cell phone on me all the time. Because the police didn't believe what was going on around here with my racist neighbors. Because I have an Irish last name, and Irish skin, and Irish hair. And I'm a lot more than that. Genealogy is really fun too. Alright, I gotta go. I gotta let you go. I've got lots of things to do and I'm really, really tired. Just comes with my disabling illness. That's why you'll see me in and out. It's not that, I'm being irresponsible or flubbish. Sometimes I have to sleep a lot. All right, Geo Rangers. Have a great rest of your evening.